Welcome to this quick demo and walkthrough of NexPloit, the world's first AI-powered application security testing SaaS solution. NexPloit is a pure interactive application security testing solution. With its proprietary machine learning algorithm, the artificial intelligence-powered engine is able to scan any target, including mobile apps, to find common known vulnerabilities found in the OWASP top 10, such as SQL injection, XSS, and LFI, as well as more exotic unknown zero-day vulnerabilities, such as buffer overflows, stack overflows, and memory spikes, to name a few. This demo will demonstrate the simplicity of the solution, guiding you through the process of successfully initiating a scan. Now, let's take a look at NexPloit. To create a new scan on NexPloit, you simply need to find the application you wish to scan. For the purpose of this demo, we will use this demo test site that mimics a simple bank utility. This demo site allows us to search, browse, and carry out a multitude of standard actions that we might find in regular and real-world applications. To start a new scan, we firstly need to record a session of the key features of the application. This can be done using our built-in extension or the built-in functionality of the browser. For the purposes of this demo, we will use NexPloit's browser extension. This will ask that you open the developer tools, which is done with a Ctrl-Shift-I command, or simply pressing F12. Upon opening the developer tools, it's important to ensure that Preserve Logs and Disable Cache are selected. That is all that is required. Simply return to the browser extension, click Start Recording Session, and the session recording will start automatically. Once the recording is started, simply begin to play around with the application, working your way through its functionalities, including logging in and searching where possible. When you have methodically worked your way through all available tasks, functions, and features of the application, simply stop the browser extension from recording, like so. We then need to save the recording, which is saved as an HTTP archive or HAR file. Our browser extension gives us the option to automatically upload the recording to our engine. However, for the purpose of this demo, we will save the file locally by unticking the autosave option, renaming the file and clicking Download, with the file downloading. Returning to the NexPloit UI, we now need to load the recording to initiate a scan. Going back to NexPloit, we will give the new scan a name and choose a protocol. Simply click the plus sign to open a new scan request. At this point, we need to give the scan a name and choose the protocol. NexPloit currently supports HTTP, WebSocket, REST, Bluetooth, and FIX, used for financial information exchange in the banking and financial services industries. We will choose HTTP. The target type can be set to either application or protocol. Choosing application will scan the actual application sitting above the HTTP protocol. Opting for protocol will scan the HTTP protocol stack. This option would be best suited for those that have developed their own web application proxy, WAF, reverse proxy, or web server. For this demo, we'll choose the application target type, which is also the default in our solution. We now need to choose which module or scan type we want to execute on the recording. NexPloit has two modules, Core and Exploratory. The Core scan looks for common known vulnerabilities, such as the OWASP top 10, going through a list of tasks and their permutations to send to the target. The Core scan can detect vulnerabilities, such as SQL injections, cross-site scripting, local file inclusion, remote file inclusion, and all the usual findings you get in a standard OWASP top 10 style test. Our exploratory scan is our more interesting option, which incorporates our machine learning engine. NexPloit will use its state-of-the-art evolutionary strategies to generate its own sophisticated and ever-changing malicious scenarios, performing real new attacks, not simply going through the manually updated databases of known vulnerabilities as per the Core scan. The exploratory scan can detect a multitude of issues within the target, whether a simple unexpected behavior in the application, business logic vulnerabilities to a full-blown remote code execution, and vulnerabilities such as buffer overflows. After selecting the correct settings, simply upload the HAR file of the recorded session by clicking on Upload File from Disk and select the correct file. Having uploaded the file, we see that the file was parsed, and all hosts which were detected in the scanning process are presented. It is imperative that the correct host is chosen to ensure that the correct domain or system is attacked by the engine, and not one that is out of your control. Moving on to additional settings, NexPloit has some interesting configurability. For example, we can set the concurrent request rate, particularly relevant when scanning against a testing environment which might have limited hardware in terms of CPU and memory. The concurrent request setting can range from the lowest possible configuration of 1 right up to 1000. We will perform this test with the standard 100 requests. There is also an option to add customized headers and to set up an agent. Our agent provides the functionality to instrument the code and to test the runtime process. Testing the runtime process will give us the telemetry data to further understand the system, guiding the machine learning algorithm to expand further upon issues. For example, without the agent, NexPloit can report that the system crashed. However, with the agent, specific information regarding why it has crashed can be provided, such as whether it was an invalid memory access, the CPU was stuck at 100% usage, or if we have a memory leak, for example. After choosing all the appropriate settings, and to proceed, the legal disclaimer needs to be read, understood, and accepted by the user, and the scan initiated by clicking Run. We can see that the scan has started to run and are able to click into the scan to see immediate results. Unlike other solutions, NexPloit provides real-time feedback as well as a final report. As can be seen, initial results detail source code disclosure and SQL injection. By refreshing the scan information, results will be shown as they are gathered by the engine. Drilling into a specific issue will provide more detailed information about the specific attack and details on how to remediate and to prevent it. We can assess in-depth technical information, such as the request itself, the method used, the URL, body and header information, and also the response from the server, in this case an internal server error. And, if we scroll down on the body section, all the SQL injection information can be found. Returning to the top of the issue dashboard, information regarding severity level, time the vulnerability was discovered, and the type can be viewed. The issue can be assigned to anyone in the team and marked as resolved manually once the remediation has been carried out. There is also the option to run the script, which will execute the same attack. Going back to scan, we also have an option to see all the relevant information about the scan running settings, like which modules were activated. We have the information regarding the scan hosts, entry points, total requests sent, and total issues found. Additionally, we have the protocol, who initiated the scan, and type. We have the option of exporting the scan report into a PDF for easy distribution. The PDF report will contain all the findings and relevant information that is contained within the UI dashboard, such as SQL injection and source code disclosure. Each finding and section is clickable and will take you to the relevant part in the PDF report. After executing the scan, we have the option of retesting, allowing us to carry out the whole test again, for example, after remediation has been carried out. This allows us to analyze if the issues have been fixed and to view a side-by-side comparison in the analysis window to compare to the base scan. We also have the ability to stop, pause, and play a scan. We have the ability to retest and also have the ability to export as CSV or PDF from this UI. Thank you for listening to this demo. We hope it has been useful and helpful.